Hello students, welcome to class 5th English Reader chapter 2. How animals communicate. Like human beings, animals also communicate. They use different methods to express emotions like happiness, anger and fear. So let us learn how animals communicate. Here in this chapter, an experiment is done in the US by a scientist who raises 7.5-month old female chimpanzee along with his own 10-month-old son, and both youngsters were treated in the same way at all times. In early stages of the experiment, it soon became clear that the chimpanzee was responding better than the little boy. She learned to obey simple instructions and became far better at handling and moving objects. However, as time passed, the young boy progressed, scribbling into writing letters and drawing shapes happily with his monkey friend. Also, his cries developed into words which later he joined to form phrases. These two changes from scribbling to writing and meaningless sounds to speech never happened in the case of the chimp. As we know that human being is an intelligent animal with an extremely complicated way of life. Human beings has the ability to think, speak, write and can understand others. We human beings have found number of ways to communicate or talk to each other. These include speech, writing and gestures. We also have the ability to pass on knowledge and information from one generation to another because of our ability to speak and write. Though the chimpanzee is a very intelligent animal, but it has a limited ways of expressing itself, like it can produce only a limited number of sounds which are not enough to form a grammar like we human beings. Also, it uses only its hands, feet, lips and teeth in moving objects. Chimps, like many mammals, can tell each other their feelings by using facial expressions, and scientists have recorded on film. We can also see in the Discovery channels and watch the movements of their lips, cheeks and eyes. It is worthwhile and interesting also to find out how animals communicate with each other and why. Now, for animals, there is always a need to claim a territory. So, firstly, there is a need to claim a territory because territory means it is an area that each bird and animal uses for itself. Many animals remain within a given area provided it gives them enough food. Birds often advertise their presence by sitting on a tree or post and singing loudly. Usually, this is done by the male bird and is meant to warn other males that this particular area is his own. The European robin is not a very aggressive little bird. By singing, he saves himself from the trouble of fighting for his territory. There are many mammals mark out the territory, like for example hippopotamus deposit a mixture of dung and urine along the edge of its grazing area. The deer also use a fluid from special glands near their eyes to mark twigs and even the ground in an area where they want to show their control. Thus, these mammals communicate by means of scent, while the birds do so by means of sound. Territory is claimed not only for the individual animal's advantage. Male animals look for a suitable place to attract females so that they can raise a family. There is always a lot of competition among male animals for the females. Though the males fight, they do not really try to kill the rival, since this is a waste. The defeated animal surrenders and leaves for another area where he may also find a mate. In any fight, especially between males, a point comes when one of the animals realizes that he is going to lose the battle. He does not want to fight and he adopts a particular position and tells his opponent that he has won and the fight is over. Among wolves and in dogs, the loser rolls onto his side or back to expose his belly and throat, two reasons that animals always try to protect. Another reason why animals need to communicate is to ask for something or to seek help. Like baby birds encourage their parents to feed them by producing signals that the parents can see. The young ones of the song thrush have colored lining in their mouth, and the parent bird always puts food into gaping beaks, which, like here you can see in the image, so color. Another kind of bird has a red spot on its beak. When the young ones want to be fed, they peck the red spot on their parents' beak. Some signals show the individual animal's position, and then the group gets together for protection. Some fish and moths set off a scent signal. Many other insects produce a particular sound, or the signal may be the flash of certain scales or feathers. Scientists have found that all social animals and insects have discovered methods of communication that fulfill their purposes. Here are some home assignments which you have to learn by heart and write it down in your copy. Word meanings. Number 1, responding. Answer is answering. Second, scribbling, writing casually. Third, gestures, sign. Fourth, aggressive, angry. Number 5, gapping, open. Number 6, worthwhile, useful. Here are some question answers. These also you have to learn and then write it down in your copy. Number 1, why is a human being called an intelligent animal? Answer, human being is called an intelligent animal because he has found a number of ways telling others what he means and has the ability to speak and write. Question number 2, how do chimps tell each other their feelings? Answer, chimps can tell each other their feelings by using facial expression. Question number 3, why is there a need to claim a territory? Answer, a territory is an area that each bird and animal use for themselves, and there is a need to claim a territory because they remain safe and protected within this area. Question number 4, how do deer show their control over a particular area? Answer, the deer use a fluid from special glands near their eyes to mark twigs and even the ground in an area where they want to show their control. Question number 5, how does the loser animal show his surrender? Answer, the loser animal adopts a particular position and tells his opponent that he has won and the fight is over, and hence they surrender themselves. Question number 6, what is the difference between the communication among mammals and that of birds? Answer, the mammals communicate by using facial expressions, whereas birds communicate by singing loudly. Question number 3, this you have to do it yourself. Fill in the blanks with the correct answer given in the bracket. So answers are given in the bracket. You have to fill in the blanks by seeing these answers in the bracket. So number 1, you can see question is, a scientist in USA raised a 7.5-month-old female dash along with his own 10-month-old son. So you have to choose it from the bracket and write it down in the blank. Number 2 is, dash often advertise their presence by sitting on a tree. Number 3, the dash deposits a mixture of dung and urine along the edge of its grazing area. Number 4, there is always a lot of competition among male animals for the dash. So this you have to complete it yourself.